Hey, it's Antonio. Welcome back to my channel. And let's have some fighting words. So in this video, I want to talk about a boxing star on the rise. Dalton Smith, the WBC International Silver Lightweight Champion. He had a fight over the weekend where he fought Ray Moylette. And it was a good fight. It wasn't the most competitive in the world, but it was a good fight because Ray Moylette was just a tough competitor who wasn't going away easily, shall I say. In this video, I don't want to necessarily do a fight recap because there wasn't much of a fight. It was pretty much Dalton Smith just showcasing all his skills and his abilities and looking pretty good while doing it. So, but I do want to talk about a few things that happened in the fight here and there. It was very clear from round one. Listen, there are levels to this game of boxing. There are levels. And not everybody's on the same level. And you might be the same age, you might be the same weight, and you might weigh in the same, and you might have more fights than somebody. But some people are just gifted. You know, Floyd Mayweather would always just say, well, I'm gifted. You know, you're a good fighter, but I'm gifted. It was Bernard Hopkins who said, yeah, you know, I'm a hard worker. And these two didn't like each other. Bernard Hopkins said, I'm a hard worker. But, what is his name? Roy Jones Jr. He said, Roy Jones, he's gifted. And when I look at Dalton Smith, the kid is gifted. I mean, he's got all the tools. I don't see any flaws. I mean, like, he pretty much did whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted in the fight. And he's only going to get better because he's pretty young. So he's only going to get better, which is pretty scary when you think of what he can do already. Before I go any further, if you liked what you're hearing, please please share my videos, and also please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot, and I would like to do a lot more content. There's a lot of things that I would love to do. Unfortunately, I need more subscribers, so I'm asking you please to like, share, and subscribe also to my channel. Now back to this video. Let me just break down some of the things that this kid is just doing. So he's a sharp puncher. You ever just see a sharp puncher doesn't waste punches? That's what Dalton Smith is. He doesn't waste punches. Everything has its mark. He hits his mark. You know, now he's not big on volume, which may be somewhere down the line, you know, as he gets into fights with tougher competition, that could potentially be, you know, an area where it could be a problem for him. But at the moment, you know, he's just a sharp puncher. And when you're a sharp puncher, no, you don't need to throw 10, 12 punches when you can throw 3, and all 3 of those punches connect perfectly on the dot, on the button. So it's kind of the equivalent as if you thrown the 10 or 12 punches. Because, yeah, you could have the guy rocked in the same way, or you could hurt him just as much throwing 3 perfectly placed punches as opposed to 10 wild flurry punches. And that's what he does. You know, he's very precise in his punches. He's very calculated. You know, he likes to circle around. He likes to utilize the ring. And I always say, if you're going to have a big ring, you might as well utilize it. You know, you don't have to fight in a telephone booth. You don't have to fight on the ropes or in the corner. You know, that's the last result. That's when your legs are gone. That's when you're tired. That's championship rounds. But you don't need to start off there. And quite frankly, if you can keep a man at bay, you don't ever have to go there. And that's another thing I would say about Dalton Smith. I mean, he kept his man at bay. And at times when he did find himself in close quarters, he handled it extremely well. He knew what to do. He's not exactly great at tying up, but he's still offensive on the inside. He was throwing some amazing body punches. So one of his punches, he threw this looping hook while switching stances. So he's over here. He ends up over here while throwing the hook, which turned into being like, you know, an uppercut. So it was like more of a, I don't know, like a shovel hook with like a little bit of a twist on it. But he's got moves. You can tell that he tries to experiment when he spars, because you can only do things like what he's doing, or like a Jaron Ennis, if you try things while you spar. Okay, like that's what you do. You just try things. You experiment. You see what's going to happen, you know? And then, you know, in real competition, you might have a guy hurt. It's like, oh, let me do what I did last Wednesday, you know, like, and then you try it out. That's exactly what he does. And again, He had his man dazed. He had his man confused. He had his man frustrated because you can tell Ray Moylette wanted to unload, but he couldn't catch him. He didn't know what was coming next, and it was frustrating him. And, Dalton Smith dropped him a few times. He did also get, penalized for having some low blows. Now, mind you, for all the people who were saying, like it was intentional, why would it be intentional if you're winning and you're winning every round? If I'm winning every round, I wouldn't need to cheat. I'm easily winning. He literally was easily winning every round. So there was no need for him to cheat or to be malicious in any way, shape, or form. Yes, those punches were low. And I would say both of the punches were low, including the second one. Because you got to remember that after the first low blow, he was still hurt from that. So he's just going to be sensitive after that. And then you hit him again, But it's still a great fight. Listen, we need a little drama. Every once in a while, you need a little drama. I'll say it like that. Every once in a while, you need a little drama. And that's what it was. Yeah, I don't think anything was intentional. I don't think anybody gets in there with the intentions of, hurting somebody. Unless you're like Zab Judah. Certain people you got to watch out for. But, again, he's winning every round. There was no need to do that. So, like I said, the only thing that I could really critique on Dalton Smith would just be, the volume. Because, if he were to get in there with somebody else, because usually guys of that weight, they're throwing a lot more punches. And he's very particular and he's very precise. And he's constantly moving around in a circle, constantly looking for openings, and he'll do little things, throw his hand out there, make you react to it, and he'll hit you right there. He's constantly looking around. And it does a few things. One, it creates openings for him. But on the other end, it makes you timid and very shy to want to engage because you don't know what's coming. You don't know if it's going to be upstairs. You don't know if it's going to be downstairs. And not downstairs, like in the fight. I mean, like the body, the rib cage. You don't know where it's going to be. And it makes you timid and it makes you second guess yourself. It makes you second guess, well, what's coming back? Will it be a power shot? Will it be to my body? Will it be an uppercut? And you don't know. And it does make you timid to throw. And you look at Ray Moylette, who started off like, I want to get cracking. I want to bang. And now, the latter rounds, he's totally covered up because he doesn't know what's coming next. And he knows he can't keep up with the fast feet of Dalton Smith, which I got to say, dude is great footwork. Great footwork. And I'm talking about he utilized the entire ring. He was over here. He was over here. He was switching steps. He was doing a lot of things. It's nice to see people who understand boxing. Every once in a while, listen, I love to see a great fight. But every once in a while, I want to see somebody who truly understands, not every once in a while, all the time, I like to see somebody who truly understands the sport of boxing where you hit and you do not get hit. Now, the flip side of that is you just watch dominant performances. And sometimes it could be a little boring to watch one guy who has literally no chance against this guy. But it's not his fault. He's just better. Simple as that. He's just better. And yeah, you're a hard worker, but he's gifted. And you can clearly see he's gifted. His hands are down. He's very relaxed. He's very poised. He wasn't breathing hard. He just has it all. And by the end of the fight, Ray Moylette's, and I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Forgive me if I'm not. But his corner had seen enough. They ended up throwing in the towel. I mean, I don't know why they threw in the towel when they did because the fight was basically over. But they threw in the towel. Ray was taking a lot of shots. I mean, he was taking a lot of shots. Granted, 30 seconds more of shots. I don't know exactly what was going to, affect anything. But he was taking a lot of shots when they threw in the towel. And all I can say is, Dalton Smith, he was too much. Too much speed. It was too much athleticism. It was too much precise punching. It wasn't big on volume, but you don't have to have, like I said, you don't have to have a lot of volume when you can hit the target whenever you like. It was just too much talent. And, unfortunately, like I said, Ray Moylette's corner, they succumbed. They threw in the towel. They waved the white flag. And Dalton Smith, he retained his title. I mean, it was a wash, honestly. You know, dude has got some serious talent, and I can't wait to see him fight again. Drop your comments down below. I want to know if you saw the fight. Do you agree that he is what I'm claiming him to be, and what I'm saying he will grow into and mature into as he has more difficult competition? I think it'll bring more out of him. But you drop your comments down below. I want to hear what you have to say. Please like, please share, and also please subscribe to my channel.